321 of Raiders Crossing Apartments located on Hazelwood Drive. When officers arrived, they took two subjects, one male, one female, into custody outside of the apartments. When officers gained access to the apartment number 321, they discovered that a female, our victim, 21-year-old,
a very somber
Tina Stewart, who is an MTSU student. She's from Memphis. She received multiple trauma wounds to her body. She was transported by Rutherford County EMS, and she was transported to Middle Tennessee Medical Center, where she was later pronounced dead as a result of her injuries. Right now, we have investigators on the scene. They are processing evidence. They're talking to witnesses. As I stated before, we have two individuals in custody right now. They are at the police department, and they are being interviewed. We also are looking for a third person that may be involved. She is reported to have left the scene immediately after police arrived. She is described as a black female, 5 feet 2 inches of fair skin. She was wearing a blue jeans and a black top. If anybody has information about this individual that we're looking for, or may have witnessed or seen or heard anything in regards to what happened at Raiders Crossing Apartments tonight, we would encourage them to call our Criminal Investigation Division at 893-2717, or you can call Crime Stoppers and remain anonymous, but we do need people with information to come forward with that. That's all I have at this time. I'll turn this over to President McPhee.
Thank you. Good evening. The entire university community is grieving over the loss of Tina Stewart, a wonderful, talented, and vibrant young woman, and also a very gifted athlete. I spoke and I speak for the entire Blue Raider family in expressing our deepest sorrow in Tina's passing and our most profound sympathies to her family. I spoke with her father, Adrian Jackson, about 8:30 p.m. tonight to personally express our sorrow and to let him know that our entire university family is united in grief with him and his family. The anguish that I feel as a father and a president, not only as a university president, but personally as a father with a daughter about the age of Tina, cannot adequately be expressed with words. My wife Liz and I knew Tina very well and were blessed to have her as a guest in our home for the last 3 Thanksgiving dinners when she could not make it home to Memphis. We shall treasure those memories. Our campus counselors have been alerted and are ready to assist and comfort students in dealing with this horrible, unspeakable tragedy. We're focusing now on Tina's teammates, coaches, and friends. Our counselors will be available to any student at our university needing assistance. They can be found in room 329 of the University Center, Keithley University Center, or by calling 898-2670. Again, on behalf of our university and the entire Blue Raider family and all of us who love and treasure Tina, our hearts are heavy with grief, and our thoughts and prayers are with her family. Thank you.
Well, my statement will be fairly brief for a lot of different reasons. This is a very difficult time. This is an unspeakable tragedy to one of our family members. Our biggest concern is with Tina and her family. The team is devastated, but we'll work through this together. Thank Dr. McPhee and all the university support and the counselors that are made available, and we'll deal with this one step at a time.
Have we identified a motive at all?
No, our investigators are still, they're very actively working the crime scene and processing evidence. We have a second team of investigators that are talking to the two that were taken into custody out on the scene, and we also have a third group of patrolmen and detectives that are looking to find our third person. So they're very actively working this case. We're trying to find out exactly what happened and why it happened, and as soon as we get to the bottom of it, we'll be sure to let you know.
And the Lady Blue Raiders were just on their way to the conference tournament this weekend, right?
We're scheduled to leave Friday, but all that's secondary right now, so no decisions, nothing. It's not even been addressed.
Kyle, what alerted police to this?
We received a 911 call of a disturbance located in the area of apartment 321, and that's just how it came in. It was an anonymous call. It came in as a disturbance, and when officers arrived, they saw individuals that were running from the scene. They were taken into custody, and when we found out what apartment it was, we located our victim, and she was transported accordingly.
Do you know, do both of the people that you have arrested, are they both believed to have stabbed her?
Well, I want to make it clear, we haven't actually arrested anybody. We just have 2 subjects in custody. We're talking to them. We're trying to find out exactly what happened inside the apartment, what exactly transpired and what led up to the events tonight. And we're just in the preliminary stages. So as the investigation continues, we'll be sure to keep you updated. The very latest tomorrow.
This other person that you're looking for, armed and dangerous, should you be concerned?
Well, she was reported to law enforcement to have left the scene afterwards. We don't know the extent or if any involvement at this time, but it was reported to us that she fled the scene. It was concern enough of witnesses to alert us of her description, and so it's someone that we do want to talk to and find out exactly what they know.
Students are already planning on Twitter for a vigil. What would be the plans tomorrow on campus?
We'll be discussing and we'll be announcing that shortly. We're in discussion of that with university officials.
Any further questions?
Are any of the suspects possibly other students as well?
It's still in the preliminary stages of the investigation, so I'm not prepared to identify those that are in custody at this time, but it's something that we'll update you as we move forward with this investigation.
Are all of the teammates, have all of them been notified? How'd you go about doing that and how'd they take the news?
Well, you can imagine, I mean, it was very difficult. I'm in shock, devastation. They've all been notified, all their parents have been notified. They're together. That was the biggest thing, is to bring them all together. So they were here almost, a couple of them beat me here, so that they got word fairly quickly. And then we want them to kind of be together tonight and just be with each other.
And, you know, nothing can prepare the community or the team for any of this in addition to the counseling, anything else to support the team and her friends, classmates?
We just got to keep our eye on them, you know, and everybody goes about it a little bit differently. And so to me, that's the biggest thing, is just to make sure we're there for whatever need it might be, because that's the primary need right now, is just to get them through. You know, we just want to see them through tomorrow. Just take it, you know, 1 hour at a time, 1 step at a time, and get them through it.
Because especially team sports, it's like a family.
They're very close, and it was. She's been with us for 3 years. She's a junior, so she reaches a lot of people. She reaches, you know, not only current teammates or former teammates, you know, fans that got to know her. I mean, she reaches a lot of different levels, and so our heart just breaks for all of them.
I'd just like to add that we'd like to thank the counseling team from Middle Tennessee Medical Center who were with the team, and their critical pastoral counseling and the chaplain. And so we've gotten great support, not only from the university staff, but also from the staff here from TMC with team members that were here.
Chris, do you have any past experiences to draw on from this in terms of trying to help the team and the coaching staff?
I've been searching, Amani, really for that. No, I mean, not anything like this. And you know, there's been some, in my experience, there's been some close calls, but nothing like this. This was shocking, devastating, and the team's really, there's a bunch of people, and not only her team, but other teams. We've had other athletes come in. It's been difficult.
And what can you tell us about Tina?
She's a bright kid. You know, she was really, you know, she was a fighter. She was a competitor. She could, she had the greatest little smile. I mean, that's what, when I think of it right now,